conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, and I'm going to call the regular council meeting of Monday, October 6, 2025 to order. Anna?
Councilmember Courier?
Here.
Councilmember Hollinshead? Here. Mayor Johnson?
Here.
Councilmember Mitchell?
Here.
And Mayor Pro Tem Walter.
Here. Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So I entertain a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
So moved. Support.
A motion was made by Councilman Courier, supported by Mitchell. Any discussion? Anna?
Councilmember Courier?
Aye.
Councilmember Hollinshead?
Aye.
Mayor Johnson?
Aye.
Councilmember Mitchell?
Aye.
And Mayor Pro Tem Walter.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Are there any modifications to the agenda this evening? So approval of the minutes of regular and closed session of September 15th, 2025. Any additions or corrections? No, they will stand as printed. So we're down to public comment. Public comment. Citizens appearing before council on an agenda and non-agenda items shall be allowed a maximum of 5 minutes each to address their concerns. This is the only time during a council meeting that citizens are allowed to address the council. Please come to the podium, state your name and address, and online comments will be accepted after in-person comments are completed. All comments should be directed to the council and not to the audience. Anyone?
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Michael Kramer, Fair in Alpena. I am citizen at large of Alpena County, but I'm not speaking today in my public position. I'm speaking as a resident in Alpena. Two things I want to address. Number one, I'm an urban farmer. Everywhere I go, I hate lawns. I'm not a British lord. I like to eat food, and my dandelions are rampant because I eat them, and I eat my plantain, and I have gardens all over my backyard. I think that it's important for us as a city to promote that, i.e. victory gardens. Understanding the economic times we're about to fall into, we need to help our citizens support their eating habits without going bankrupt. So I would encourage the city to encourage that. My issue with this is in keeping fowl, you have arbitrarily decided 6 chickens, hens, are the limit. And I would like to contest that and say it should be something less arbitrary and more determined by the numbers, the size of the yard that's involved, the ability of the person to take care of the chickens. And those would be a better way of looking at it. Some people may be able to take care of 12 chickens and then excess of what they need and give them to their neighbors. I mean, that sounds like a very altruistic thing to do, but in the future, it's going to be community building because we're not going to be able to afford the food. It's going to be impossible to get, and we're going to need it. We're going to need people to grow their own stuff. So with that said, I'd like for you to consider changing that ordinance so that there's some availability of persons that have the ability and the size yard to have more chickens in hand. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. The rest of that makes sense. You know, as much as I love goats, I'm not going to have goats in my yard. The other thing I wanted to address along the same lines with the economy, I just became aware of this, and I don't know the date, so I asked Anna, but it doesn't matter. It's these large infrastructure projects. Now, I was a contractor in Detroit for 50 years. I know all about infrastructure. I'm really into infrastructure. That's the one thing I will support in the future, even in the hard economic times. But if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. If you're going to develop for a future Alpena, you don't do it when everybody's bankrupt. And you have to plan ahead for that first. And then you sell these municipal bonds. You don't do it for a unending project, which then once the city gets into financial trouble, which is coming, it's coming, like it or not, then the city has to turn to the residents who are also in financial trouble, and then they raise their property taxes. It is unconstitutional to take someone's house from them because of taxes, period. And it's coming back out into the law in a number of states, and it's going to come back out here because we're pushing for it. So I would like to see the city take a little bit more advanced look at this and look at these projects on a need basis and maybe keep it within the budget that you know you have to work with. I mean, that's a conservative point of view, but I've survived on a carpenter's salary and raised 6 children and have made it to this part of my life in good stead. So the city should look at that and think about that. Grandiose doesn't count now. It's survival. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? No. No. So I'm going to close public comment. We have no public hearing. We are down to consent agenda. A, bills to be allowed in the amount of $1,344,577.61 and authorize Mayor Johnson and Clerk Soik to sign the warrant. B, approval of a cemetery deed number 0331 by and between the city of Alpena and Mark Wade in the sum of $1,510 for block 41, lots 259 and 260 for the use and purpose of a burial plot with perpetual care and authorize Mayor Johnson and Clerk Soik to sign said deed. C, approval of a cemetery deed number 0332 by and between the city of Alpena and Donald and Mary Stosick in the sum of $755 for block 43, lot 206 for the use and purpose of a burial lot with perpetual care and authorize Mayor Johnson and Clerk Soik to sign said deed. D, approval of a cemetery deed number 0333 by and between the city of Alpena and Patrick and Yvonne Niedzwiecki in the sum of $755 for block 41, lot 250 for the use and purpose of a burial lot with perpetual care and authorize Mayor Johnson and Clerk Soik to sign said deed. And E, approve the request for annual delegation of school plan review and inspection authority for Alpena Public Schools, Ella White, Besser, Lincoln Elementary, ACES, AHS, and authorize Mayor Johnson to sign said form. Entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move that we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Mayor Pro Tem made the motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. Councilwoman Hollins had seconded. Any discussion? Anna?
Councilmember Johnson,
Aye.
Mayor Johnson,
Aye.
Councilmember Mitchell,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Walczak,
Aye.
Councilmember Courier. Motion carried.
Thank you. We have no presentations, so we're now down to 9 announcements. Trick or treat hours in the city of Alpena will be on Friday, October 31st from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We have no mayoral proclamations. We're down to 11. Report of officers, boards, and committees. And today I'll start with Bridget.
I actually don't have any committee reports, but we did go through that PACE Northeast Michigan, and it was absolutely lovely. That's all I have to
It
say.
was.
It was so nice.
Okay. I have no committee reports per se, but I attended the MML conference, Michigan Municipal League, and learned that just about every city in this state is working towards the same kind of things. They're working on murals, green spaces, using space for reusing space, I guess is the best way I could put it. And it also, everything from housing to creating a more welcoming environment. It was nice to see that and good to be amongst all that company. Learned a lot. So I appreciate being able to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm going to do a report. Maybe next time we'll have more to report on recycling. So I'll wait until I have more information. But I would like to add to what Bridget said, because I was at the PACE tour as well. They are going to have a public open house on that, so please watch for that. I can't remember the date right now, but it is this month. It's an absolutely fantastic facility, so, and much needed in this area.
Good. I didn't have anything as far as that, but we attended the Habitat for Humanity fundraiser dinner Fridays like this. It was quite good at JJ's. He always does a great job there. Anyway, what we did was we met with the 3 people who are approved for their mortgages and everything like this for them. 2 of them have young families, and 1 is a retired school teacher. So I just let them all know that be on their P's and Q's because I live right around the corner from them. No, I appreciate it. And I said, make sure I have a good idea when you move in because I'll have some, what do they call that? Housewarming
Housewarming
gifts
gift.
for them. It's like this. So it was a great turnout there. Besides what we have been involved in doing, Hillman is also going through, they have a new subdivision they're going to be putting in. Total numbers out at the Hillman area are around 50 units. So that's a help in the housing markets, I guess, around the area. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
I went to the Northeast Michigan Council of Governments in Danny State, and it was my first time at one of these, and it was nice to see. I thought it was a large turnout. Danny, he said we could do better.
We could do better.
We could do better. It was nice to see representatives from all of the Northeast, municipalities, governments. They went over a financial report, but it was kind of more of a conversational financial report, which I've never heard before because the budget cannot be completed because so many grants are being taken away, so much financial support is being cut. So they actually are yet to kind of make a budget because they're kind of waiting to see if everything falls at the state and federal level with everything. So that was discussed about for a while. There was also a presentation on PFAS in the drinking water and swimming water. One of the things I'd like to say is they originally said you were looking for a specific type of foam, but now any type of foam or anything in the water, do not go around, do not go near, nothing. No type of foam or scum. Just, they're like, it's better to just stay away with all the testing they've been doing, what they know at this point, and how rampant it is. They did offer this presentation and services to come into schools. So that would be interesting to talk about. It's, my gosh, who put this on? It wasn't Eagle. I'll circle back. Yeah. But other than that, they were thinking about switching the meetings from monthly to quarterly.
Okay.
And the next one is coming up here in about 10 days, and it's going to be the first one in a long time in Alpena at JJ's. Yeah.
So I invite everyone to go.
Free lunch.
Yes, there we go. And if you haven't signed up, please sign up. So,
We,
yeah, we did get an email on it.
For the NIMCOG event, you should just email me or Montiel. Montiel's going to do the RSVPs for the city.
Thank you.
That's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Lunch is provided.
on Friday.
I'm sorry, may we circle back just to one more thing about that? I don't know. Alpena got a shout out from all the people discussing improvements and so on and so forth about what we're doing up here, and they want to know more. I thought that was really great. Nice feeling.
Maybe they'll come back again.
Yeah.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for that information. That's always nice to hear.
It is nice. Yeah.
Okay, we have no communications, no unfinished business, so now we're down to new business. And this is the New Year's Eve firework display, and Gentry is here. She's the Executive Director of the Downtown Development Authority. And welcome.
Good evening. So at our September 2025 meeting, the DDA board recommended to approve a contract with Small Town Saturday Night Fireworks LLC for a New Year's Eve fireworks display and authorize the DDA to sign a hold harmless and indemnification agreement for the property where they will be shot off from. Shortly after last year's New Year's Eve event downtown, several downtown businesses approached me about having a brief fireworks display as part of this coming year's celebration. Andy Marceau reached out to get a quote from Small Town Saturday Night Fireworks, who has done the Independence Day fireworks for the last few years here. Their minimum show is $5,000, which would provide a 5-minute display that would be a celebratory welcome to the new year after the sun rises downtown. Andy also received permission from a property owner along the riverfront to use their vacant land as a place to shoot the fireworks off from. This would be visible for those attending the event downtown in the parking lot on River and 3rd Avenue. There were no concerns from city police or fire about the safety of having this display from this location. The DDA has secured sponsorship funds from 2 downtown businesses for the cost of the fireworks, and then the DDA would be the one to sign the contract and the hold harmless agreement. The mayor will need to sign the permit for the display if approved. Our first New Year's Eve event last year was an immense success for downtown businesses and the community, thanks to the collaboration between city DPW, fire, police, and the DDA, and our sponsor, HBC Credit Union. We believe the fireworks display will be an additional draw to bring people to the event. So it's our request to have City Council authorize the New Year's Eve fireworks show as proposed, and then authorize Mayor Johnson to sign the permit. And I have those attached in here as well. The permit, the proposal, the agreement that the DDA would sign, and then the location, which is along the river, in between the depot and the Fletcher Street paper mill. And then their certificate of insurance as well. And either of the chiefs, I think, could answer any questions if there's any about the plan and what we want to do.
Does anyone have questions of Ann?
Got it covered.
When's the last time have we done New Year's Eve fireworks in the town before? Or a long, long time ago? Or not at
I
all?
think so. And I don't even think Traverse City has a New Year's Eve display, so we'd be one of the, from what I can see, one of the only ones like in northern Michigan that would do just a small show.
Fantastic, so it's me. Okay.
Will you be dropping the big ball again, that
We will.
DPW move?
There's raising it.
Raising it, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's that.
Yes,
Realizes.
Uh-huh,
Nice.
sunrise.
that's better.
I got it.
Are you needing Mayor Johnson to also sign the agreement?
I think the DEA could be authorized to sign that. I'm not sure what it says. Yeah, it says client in there. So we just need to make sure that that references the DDA instead of the city. That's what at least Rachel and I had talked about
The
having.
agreement would be with the DDA, but the mayor has to authorize the attacks.
They would just have them update to refer to the DDA instead of the city in the agreement here.
So I'll entertain a motion.
Move we approve the New Year's Eve fireworks display as proposed and authorize Mayor Johnson to sign the permit.
Second.
We have a motion by Danny to approve New Year's Eve fireworks show as proposed and authorize Mayor Johnson to sign the permit, and Bridget supported. Any discussion? Anna?
Mayor Johnson?
Aye.
Councilmember Mitchell?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Walczak?
Aye.
Councilmember Courier? Councilmember Homicide?
Hi,
Motion carried.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And,
It's gonna be fun.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn this session.
I'll second.
It's all done.
See how that came out of nowhere.
What?